Good morning. Good morning. Oh my gosh, it's Manic Monday, right? Woo! What a day so far. Good news is I have somebody coming to look at my AC today. He should be here in just a little bit. So I thought I would go ahead and hop on here and get this finished up with before he gets here. My AC has been out since last Thursday. And thank God I was able to go stay at my mom's house because I don't know what people do if they don't have a backup like that. You know, I wouldn't be particularly fond of spending $500 or $600 or $700 to go stay in a hotel with my dog while I wait for an AC person to come out. But it's amazing. Of course, I couldn't get anybody here on Friday, so let's just hope for the best. Who knows? I have a home warranty, and so that's part of the reason I've had to wait, I'm sure. But the other part is that whatever it is will be covered, and I only have a little deductible. So thank God for that. So I audited Reiki 1 at Sweeha yesterday, taught by Scott Taylor and Melody Harmon. And this was a beginner Reiki class. And it's just part of my journey as I get ready to teach classes of my own. And oh my gosh, it was a wonderful confirmation for me that this is definitely what I want to do. To be able to witness these newly attuned practitioners begin to do Reiki, not just on themselves, but on others. Oh, just being in that room and watching and observing them was just so beautiful. I mean, I was like at the point of tears just witnessing that. It was really, really beautiful. And Reiki is just, it's a magnificent, magnificent, beautiful healing modality. I love it. And so anyway, you know, I wanted to share real quick, there are 5 principles of Reiki. And these are things that Reiki practitioners vow to do their best to live by. And of course, it's a practice, you know, it's not every day is perfect, but the first is, just for today, I will be grateful, or I will count my blessings. Having gratitude for what is, what gifts I have, what's in my life. The second is, and I'm probably not going to do these in order, just for today, I will not worry. Worry is looking into the future, right? It's thinking up things that haven't even happened yet, basically. So each day, vow, I will not worry. Third one is just for today. Hi, Grant. Just for today, I will not be angry. Anger can come from looking in the past, right? Anger is very useless. There's no need for anger. And if you just go back to principle number 1, that you will be grateful or count your blessings, you can mitigate that anger, I'm telling you. Great tool to use. You cannot be grateful and pissed off at the same time. That's my theory. The fourth one is, today I will do my work honestly. Or in other words, I will be honest in my work. To me, that means I will have integrity. What does it mean when we're not honest in our work? It means we are stealing, perhaps. Stealing, maybe it's just stealing other people's time or other people's peace. And then the last one is, what is the last one? Oh, just for today, I will be kind to all living things. all living things, I will be kind. Not only to people around you, but to the creatures, to the earth. The earth is a living thing. What beautiful principles though, right? Just things that we incorporate into our lives, and we incorporate them deeper and deeper and deeper as we go through the process of learning Reiki and giving Reiki energy. So anyway, it was just a beautiful weekend, and I'm just so grateful to have been a part of that and to have been able to audit that class. Today's chapter, I don't know what this is about because I haven't had time to look at it yet. This is from the Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo, and it's called The Lazy Susan Self. The God in us is not a half presence. There is no screening who we are. For years I lived this way, turning the side of me to others that they could understand, spinning the aspects of my true self like a lazy Susan, offering only what others wanted or needed or felt most comfortable with. Who's done that? I became very good at this. Could spin in a crowd of loved ones, accommodating many needs at once. I came to believe that I was being selfless, an agile listener, reliable and giving. I thought I had found a way to be both who I am and considerate. What I didn't realize was that more and more of who I truly am was being hidden, and that showing only the part of me that others found acceptable was not being true to myself. Over time, I became a spy with my deepest feelings and beliefs. The cost eventually was a subtle but ever-present spiritual suffocation. No one asked me to do this. Certainly, I have had wounds in my history that conditioned me to hide myself at times. But it was my own misperception of how to negotiate the world that made an art form of changing faces, even though all the faces unto themselves were true. Fear of conflict, fear of rejection, fear of not being loved, fear of showing that I believed no one else could possibly understand. A lack of trust and faith that the flower inside me could survive the elements out there, all this stayed unaddressed for years while I spun my lazy Mark self. As we live it, the line between privacy and hiddenness is very thin indeed. I have learned painfully and thoroughly that each of us is an entire symphony, and though there are times when all of us will not be heard, dis-ease begins the moment all of us is not played. Like that. So here's our exercise for today. Sit quietly and meditate on one aspect of who you are that you turn away from others. It might be your gentleness or your silliness or your sense of doubt or your sense of dream. Breathe slowly and ask yourself, what is it you fear might happen if you let this self be seen, this part of you be seen? Breathe deeply and lower yourself into the center of your heart, into the place where this precious aspect lives. Breathe freely now in the safety of this moment. Be still and try to breathe this precious part of you out into the room. Note how it feels to have such a precious part of you move through you from your heart into the air. Wow, it's a beautiful thing to practice during meditation. Oh, I keep forgetting to put my bookmark back in. Darn it. Darn it anyway, I'm not used to having such a fancy bookmark to use. Thank you, Madeline. Awesome. Yeah, I think we all, well, maybe I shouldn't say we all, maybe you don't do it. I don't do it as much as I used to. But we all have maybe those groups. Sometimes it's family, sometimes it's friends. Maybe it's at work. Maybe it's at church, we all have those places where we really aren't our authentic self, because of fear that we won't be accepted, right? We won't be loved, and being afraid of being judged by others. People judge us all the time. We judge others all the time. It's not right. It's not something I'm ever proud of when I catch myself doing it. I feel horrible when I do that. But you know, it's a practice, and once you become aware of it and you really start to notice those moments that you're doing that, we can retrain. We can make new neural pathways in our brain at any time. And so it's just a conscious decision to do that, to watch your own thoughts and to catch yourself doing it and start creating a new pattern. Start creating a new groove in your brain to stop judging. You know, I get kind of upset sometimes when I'm around people that are judging others. I've always tried to be Switzerland, you know, to be neutral and to not choose one side or the other, to not talk about somebody, hi Lori, behind their back, to not, I'm not a gossiper. You know, somebody tells me something and they say, you know, please don't say anything, but you know what? My lips are sealed. It goes to my grave with me. That's just who I am. It's just how I am. I'm a really good secret keeper. Sometimes it's not always a great thing, but it is what it is. I'd much rather be that than not, let me say that. So, oh yeah, just finding yourself doing that, catching yourself, starting to change that. If it's something you wish to change. Now, if you love to judge people and that's who you want to be, then God bless America. You can be it, all right? But if you don't want that, and if you don't like it when others judge you, you know, you got to start with that man in the mirror, or woman, as it may be. That's where you have to start, because that's really all you can change. And when you stop judging others, then you stop attracting people that are really judgy. That's my belief. Suckers won't stay up. Great lesson today. So thank you for being here. Hopefully my AC man will be here soon, because it's 91 degrees in this house, even early this morning. It's warm outside this morning, though. It's not as cool as it has been. So come on, fall. I was talking to my dad last night up in Boise, and I'm going up in October, and I told him, I said, I want to do everything outside. I just want to be outside. I want to be outside so much. I'm so tired of being cooped up inside in this heat and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, have a great day. Thank you. I love you too. You have a most wonderful day. And happy Monday. Let's rock the week, eh? I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have air conditioning today. Who knows? If not, I'll be at Granny's. Love you. Bye.